Welcome back. Hopefully you've gotten everything kind of cleaned up there and looking similar to what's on the screen here right now. We're going to go ahead and finish out um, this plan. And so as we're looking at your handout, you can see that the bedroom over here is 16 feet. This is a very large bedroom. It's almost its own apartment. This area, this little dormer here, we need to reproduce another one over here. That one will be subject to change, as will this one once we get the roof. So we're just going to kind of outline them in there. So the plan right now is to finish out the room layouts, and then we're going to go and I'm going to put the vent for the furnace room and everything up through here through this mechanical room. And so we're just going to go ahead and block that out as well. And to kind of finish this up, we also need to put a floor down before we can put anything else into this kitchen, or sorry, the second floor. It's got a few things that needs to be done to it to make things work a little better and a little more streamlined. All right, so let's get to it. First, let's put this vent flue in over here. I am a little hesitant because it is, that wonderful little area that is okay, but it's going to be on the back side of the roof, so I think we'll be okay. So we're just going to go architecture wall. We then go with the 2x4 partition. Now this one only needs drywall on one side. So if we look at it, we could use the 2x4 basement furring strip because we're not going to put drywall on the inside, but we would maybe on the outside. So we're going to use that basement furring. It's going to be on the upper level floor and then go up to the upper level top plate. So just kind of like we've been doing. And we're going to come right down in here and we're just going to block that out and just put in a little box. Now the size on that, if we look at our dimensions here, 1'6", and I've got 1'8", but 1'6" is going to be sufficient. This does mean that we'll have to move our electrical panel, which is not a problem. And then this one, distance here, 2'6". So if you're 30 inches by 15 inches or 18 inches, more than enough space in there. Okay. So now to move this little electrical panel, we have to pick a new host because it's stuck to this wall. So we just come up here to the top, hit pick a new host, and put it on the wall over across so it can go right there. And so that works really just about as well. Now, the flue on your handout shows as a circle. The only way we can show that here is if we go into annotation tab. And annotation means text. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the detail line underneath annotate. I'm going to switch that to a circle option. And we're just going to draw a circle inside that box. Don't worry about the size. It's really only going to be about a 6-inch pipe that goes in there, but we kind of exaggerate it so that everybody knows that this is a flue stack to get the combustion air both to the furnaces and also to get the CO2 out. So we kind of need that little channel in there, and we're good to go on that. All right, that leaves me with more space to work with over here, which is really good. So I'm going to remove this wall. We're going to trim this one back so it's inside the room. It makes it nice and clean again. That was kind of the missing piece here for this closet. Now, again, we can't put the closet in until we have a floor. But I am now able to move this wall. And I'm just going to make that 2 feet even. So it's a little more centered in there. And we have a little more space to work with. This one's about as tight as it can get. So we're going to leave that as is. And then this wall that creates this third bedroom, that is just going to go straight across the hall into this other side. So this room is pretty much this whole side of the space. We'll just kind of trim walls back a little bit, make it all organized and open. We do have an open area here. Again, we need to put the floor to get that laid out, and we'll be doing that here in just a second. As we put that in, put that door in. So we're going to put that door we're missing. We go back to the 2.8 for here and just center that in the space. So we have a door, make sure our doors are going where they need to. For some reason, these doors just don't quite look the same size, and I'm not sure why that is. So let's take a better look at these. So this door is a 2.6. Make sure it's coming across as a 2.6. And then this one is a 2.6 as well. And I'm gonna fudge this dimension down just a little bit, just because it kind of works a little better if you do. Now and they'll have to figure that out as they go in and build that frame. But that's looking really quite well the way it's laid out up here so far, going off the plan that's been given. This one again here, this is a very large room. So let's go ahead and put that floor down now. Actually, let's put the windows. Yeah, let's put windows in next. So windows, again, we're going to use that 3 foot by 5 foot minimum. So that's 3 feet wide, 5 foot tall. We're going to flip that around. And I'm going to go to a 5040 window, just a little bit larger, and place it in the center of this dormer. At least is what looks to be center. And I'm going to flip that around because I got backwards, which I tend to do quite a bit actually with windows. I have to kind of look at them and make sure they're looking right. And I want that centered in there. Just because I think things are going to change as we do our roof plan, that this is going to be modified a little bit. Over here, I want to create a similar type area. So I'm just going to throw some walls in real quick. I don't care what wall I have. I'm just going to box out a very similar dormer there. And if I'm looking at this, let's go ahead and do a match properties with the exterior walls. And just really quick change that out. Make sure the siding's all on the outside, which is all good. And then we're going to figure out size. And I don't ever like to see a number where a masking contractor measured to 3/8 of an inch. So we're going to change that to 4 feet. Then this one, I'm going to change to 6. And we got that back and forth. So we have to kind of play a little game here. 4, unselect. Select this side, make that one 6. So we hopscotch that to where it's supposed to be. We'll go ahead and add that window in now. Same one we just used. So it's a little tighter, a little smaller dormer. And again, I'm going to flip that because that's just how I do it. And I keep thinking I'm going to pay attention one day and do it exactly right. And I did do exactly right. So, it just kind of goes to show as you get going. If you're perfect, great. I'm definitely not. Okay, now I'm going to slice, modify, slice the wall. Just put a cut in there, corner trim it so we can open up that dormer. And again, I do not know how far out this dormer needs to go to extend through the roof because we haven't designed the roof yet. But that is our second floor. So our next step is the floor. So architecture, floor. And we're going to go right in there to the same 11 7/8 TJI without the sill plate. Okay, no sill plate. We're up above on the top of the main floor top plate, so that's taken care of. And I'm going to select the wall option and start working my way around the perimeter of this wonderfully well-designed, lusciously crafted second floor. There's some big words going on there. Working my way all around the perimeter. Oops, I went too far, but that's okay. I'll come back. We kind of have to go all the way around to make it work. But that's okay. We'll edit and show you what we're going to do there. So I get all the way around, and this guy right here, I need it to be end here. So I'm going to draw a line, and that floor ends right along this edge. So it's going to come straight across here. Now this is where it gets to be a little tricky. I want this to be open to below, but yeah, there's still a floor kind of coming in here. So What we then do is the corner from this side to this line. It's going to cut right through, right through where. It's going to take some work here, folks. Just to let you know as I'm thinking about how this is going to cut down through here. We got a little bit of planning to do. So I'm going to cut this one there. Again, this is open to below. This stair is going down and under, which is fine and good and just with the world. So we're going to corner down this direction. Okay, so that comes down around. Then we're going to corner back. So there's no floor here. So it's a little odd. So that floor is going to come down, up, over, and up again. So just this area has no floor in it. And it's a little crazy to think about. But when we start doing these special architectural things, it takes a little planning. And you start to get creative. And when you get really creative, it works. And when you try to get creative, it does not. So that's just kind of how that works. But in this case, the floor goes all the way under the wall to support it, except this wall around here is going to have to be a continuous wall from the first floor all the way up to the roof. So it'll be a little bit more labor intensive, but not terrible. Okay, so let's go and see if I did that right. And of course, there's an error because I left lines. Yay, so we'll go in and we'll clean them up. So that one goes away. Let's go to modify, select, delete. And this one doesn't connect, so I got to connect those back together. Try again. And that is where my floor is going to be. Good. I'm really happy about that working. All right, so we've got carpet already, and we've got tile. If I'm doing an upstairs furnace room like this, I'm probably going to put tile in there just to make it easier to clean. It does collect a lot of dust and makes things a little awkward that way. So, and there won't be a floor in this area. Dang, now we've got to edit that. And so I'm just going to do my little rectangle trick. Come right in here and remove that part of the floor. There. So now I have a hole that goes down into the furnace room below. Hopefully, they get built right. So we'll have to work that through a little bit. In fact, I've got some concerns now. That's going to go right through here, which is right where that window is. Might have to rethink that, folks. That's okay. That's how design works. But we got an idea where we're at. All right, let's go ahead and get our flooring in. I'm going to do tile first, and I'm just going to go ahead and use the exact same stuff we've already used. So I go floor, looking at tile slate, and I'm just going to start laying that out. And I'm just going to be as judicious with as I can. So I'm going to do select lines, and yeah, that should work. Getting the right line is always tricky. I'm just going to draw. It's just faster. Sometimes I just get downright lazy and just want to grab and go. So we're going to come up and across here to this point. And I do get a little close sometimes, so I make sure I don't have to come back and edit. It usually just saves me a little bit more effort if I make an effort to try. Just kind of my motto in life. If you can't do it, try. You'll be surprised that you can actually do it. Again, I'm going underneath the drywall. I do not want to put tile underneath my tub. That would be a complete waste of money. So I'm just going to end the tile line at the tub line here. So I'm going to go around that, back up and over. You can go underneath the cabinet or not. It really depends on what you're willing to pay for, what your installer prefers to do. Both are correct ways of going. That should complete that space out. And it is, let's see, the tile. I think that was 5/8 of an inch up. So apply that. Check it off. That's one. And I'm then going back into that floor, see if I actually did that the right thickness. Oh, happy day. I did. Good memory. Once in a while it sticks. Okay, and then tile this bathroom as well. And so we're then going to do that floor again. And we're already there. This one should go just about as fast. Just go to line. It is faster, again, if you can pick a line to work and you're not too concerned about perfection things. But I'm going to take this. Wait. That's not where I wanted to go. Cancel. And I'm going to take those out. That's going to be the closet, not the... Ever tried to work in a closet on tile? Not so fun. I want to do the restroom on tile. So let's see what happens when we pick the wall. Looks good to me. Looks great. Amazing. Wonderful. Now I got to go to this. Well, now I'm going to go pick a line. So we'll use that line. And I could guess use this line here, there, and everywhere. Good old savoir faire. And then a quarter tool, close those all off. So that's going to go there. It's going to come across here. There is a little bit more cleanup usually on these. We'll split this one and split this one. And so we have an opening going underneath the door. Have to align that back to where I want it to be because I want it under the drywall. And now I need a new line, so just gonna draw that one in because it's just easier. Back to corner tool. And hopefully this is kind of getting you a little bit more familiar with Revit at the process. Control there. And I need to split this one as well if I don't want to draw it twice. So we'll cut corner, corner to corner. And this one's going to come across here and up and over. Try one more time. Line to line. And this guy's going to get an alignment. Sounds like I'm taking my car to the shop. We align that together. And should be good to go for that restroom. So we'll check that out. Save our work. See if we get an error as it comes through there. Hit yes. And that is the tile for that bathroom. So everything else, and I've got one more, and that's just this nice little furnace room. Throw that one down next. And kind of get to where we're going a little faster as we do things. So that wall, that wall, that wall, this wall, and this wall. We'll go right to the corner tool to clean everything up. And none of these really kind of trimmed the way I wanted them to. That's okay. Just because I want to do something doesn't mean it will. We just have to go and force it. Bring this back and up. And now I just use the align tool and put everything back where I want it. And again, it really is a minor thing. So there's definitely firms that don't go to this level of cleanup, but it just solves a lot of problems when you're dealing with questions and you're trying to get an explanation to someone over the phone and they're trying to explain to you. It's just easier if you do it right so they don't have those questions. And I think we've talked about this, or we'll talk about in class, that most of the time your mornings in an office are just spent answering people's questions. And that makes it a very unproductive morning. So your afternoons tend to be very stressful because you're trying to get all of your day's work done in a few hours. And I don't like to work that way. There we go. All right, now we'll do carpet. Carpet's everything we didn't do. So happy joy to us. So we'll go back to floor. And again, you can change to have different carpets in each room. That is completely up to you and within your purview of rights and responsibilities. But I just like to get things done a little quicker, at least for a demo project like this, and not have it be too much of an issue. I'm going to switch to line here because I need this line and this line, and I have to draw that one in apparently. So put a, oops, not that one. Back to line, this line here. And at a point you have to go back and say, okay, let's start cleaning things up. So we're going to add this wall in here. And here goes our starting our cleanup. Right here, I'm going to use some slits and splits, cut, and a cut, and then back to corner. And I do like being able to go somewhat on the fly with things. Like there. And that's going to come down here to here. Coming across. Now I got to do some line work here. So it's going to add a line. Come down. Come over. And I'm going to force this to fix. And up. And we're going to have to do a cut. And then back to corner. So then come around the door. Maybe. If I turn on the control, that would help. Then we're going to do alignment. Get those in place. Corner here. Opens that. Then this corner. Then need a line so we can get the line to select. Nope. Draw a line. This goes all the way on up. Another split. Corner. And just because it looks a little funky, like I may have split twice, and just to make sure there's nothing there. Now in the corner down here. Okay, so now we're in this room. Just making sure corners are where they're supposed to be. There's no gaps. Comes on down. Cuts across. There's another one I've got to add some lines to. So we're going to put the line select. Maybe. Oh, this guy with this one, so I want. Nope, we'll just draw. Just gonna draw it. So I want to come up to that tile line. Come back over. Do a split. Back to corner tool. And then we go down to the other side. Corner here. And we definitely don't want carpet in the furnace room. So I go there. And then this gets a little wild. Draw a little piece of line work here. Corner. And that comes down. And this is where we need to add another line. So it's some clear down here. So we'll corner that together. So from that little guy down to here. And then that's going to come across. Twist back up. Do an alignment here. And anytime I'm not underneath that chipboard, I'm going to fix that as I go. And let's see, we'll come across here. Sort of, yeah, we are. So we need this wall. And we want to corner those together. It's a little bit of a gap here. Got that. Sliding all the way over. I gotta go up and around these walls, so we're gonna start drawing a line. I'm gonna go up here and back down. Looks like I made a little mistake there. So I come over here and make another mistake. Look a little shaky. Must be getting to the end of the day. That's okay. We're going to persevere, finish this out because it needs to be. And what needs to be will be. So we come right up there. Another alignment problem. So just throw that in. Work backwards at the corner here. And back to the alignment. Kind of fix as we go here. It's just one of those things. Looks like it's going to take forever, but it really, really doesn't. It just takes almost forever. Fix this alignment here. It is faster when you do remember where your mistakes are. That's always a good thing to do, is to remember what you need to fix. Corner tool here all the way over to here. And that's coming down and back up and over. And sometimes those gray lines look to be a little magenta in tone, so that's always frustrating. All right, so now I got to work around this wall. So I'm just going to draw that out. So let's start here, here, and here. And this is going to go all the way back to this opening. And the key is to make sure everything gets addressed and utilized while you're in here. This is going to come clear up to here and corner that together while I'm here. Some of these I want to get as I go because I really don't want to come back to them. It just makes it easier. Easier is good, and good is easy. Being bad takes work. All right. Make sure I don't have any alignment issues. Go back and make sure we're flowing well. Up and over. Let's see, down here. Yep, this is going in. So I got a line. Comes from here in, goes along the tile line to the other side. Split the line again. Corner tool. So it's going to open it up. Okay, so that's going up and around. Down here, we got another corner. And we need this hole right here. So line it in. It's going to go from back here all the way to the other side of the door. Man, I messed that up too. That's okay. You guys get used to it now. Just enjoy the show. Didn't cost you anything extra. It was a bonus. And we'll come to it there. So we'll do a split. Corner. Go through and clean up these lines. And align them if need be. Some of these people out here in the range have not had a visit from anybody colonial for a long time. All right, so let's see how that one came out. And find out why I don't have one there. Okay. Let's see. That's just kind of odd. Oh, there's a little piece of line I left. Dang nabbit. That's always the worst. All right, let's try one more time. Yep, we're good to go. Make sure that everything's got carpet. They should have carpet, at least all that. I do need to do this one next. So one more. So another floor. And it's a roof. We don't want a roof. No roofs. So let's go annotate. Cancel out of that. And we'll go floor. Come on. And we'll use that. Now this one, this little closet, I'm going to do primarily just a rectangle. It'll take care of most of the work for me. So I go from that mid corner all the way over to this one. And place that right there. And now I need to do this little jog in again. So another line. Grab those points. Make sure they're connected and well adjusted. And then we're going to do a split in corners. Because I didn't think we wanted to do another blood brother ceremony. Kind of cool, but definitely over the top. All right, one more line here. All right, that should make the world happy. Yes. Yay. All right, got our floors in. So now when you ever go to 3D, you're not going to be able to see through things because everything's getting covered up, which is good because we're just about to where we're going to call her a day, at least for now because we're running out of class time. And see if we have anything that's pressing left to do. We got the 2 windows in. I was going to put a window here at the stair, and I'm just going to put a fixed window there just because. And there's some pretty cool ones. I'm going to use this arched window, and I'm just going to put one right in the middle. And I might change the size on it later, but right now that's what I'm going to use. And I might change it right now. It's only 2'4". So let's go ahead and make it fixed to it. Let's go edit type, see if there's any other sizes. Nope. So we duplicate, then leave the 4'6", and we're going to go to 3'4", and do that. Then come down and change this, and hit apply and OK. And we'll just set that there. We'll have to go in and find where that landing is so it works. Alrighty. There you go. That's your second floor. Yeah, we're ready to do roof and get the elevation going. We still have some porches to do, but we'll get to them. So thank you much, and see you in the next video.